First of all, welcome to the show physically this time.
Thank you so much.
Last time
I absolutely adore you. We were on Zoom last time.
Yes, we were. I know. It sucked. It's like, it's cool and people will zoom in and it's kind of fun for us because you don't have to wear pants. But,
correct.
But it's like always good to have someone here physically in person, like feed off the energy.
Absolutely.
Do you enjoy being here in NYC while you're here?
I do. I am enjoying being here. Of course, I'm missing friends and family. I'm literally here, just me. But I'm excited about why I'm here. So I'm okay.
Exactly.
And I get to see you in person. Girl, we can just talk and not even talk about what we're supposed to be talking about.
Southerners, exactly. Well, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Do you do a lot of cooking? Do you get to hang with your family?
Oh, I will not be able to participate and be home. We're doing the parade.
Oh, yeah. That's fun.
After that, I'll probably be in the bed.
Yes.
And then I'll probably order pancakes or something from a diner.
We are very similar, yes. When did you realize, like, you had a voice, that you felt like you stood out? How old are you?
Around the 7th or 8th grade. But prior to that, my Uncle Charles, he would hear me imitating my Aunt Minnie. Oh, my God. Oh, I was a terror. I really was. I set fires and everything. I don't know how I'm here today.
I love that story.
My uncle, my Aunt Minnie, his wife, would do a hymn called Great Is Thy Faithfulness. And I would imitate her.
Grew up on that.
And he would say, if you can do that and sound great, he gave me a hymn book, and I learned my first hymn as a solo was Blessed Assurance.
Blessed Assurance. I grew up in church. Come
on, girl. And then from then on, sang in the church, and I joined a choir at school. And Karen Portis and Carl Cole did an arrangement of Reach Out and Touch. And I sang the song, and like my ears got real hot. And if you in the church, honey, they would say that was the Holy Ghost. And I think something just washed over me that let me know, you got something. I was in the 7th or 8th grade. Just sometimes we take it for granted.
I was the same age, like, and I think what helped me too is when you grow up and you're taught to sing for something bigger than yourself, you're just the vessel for it. Kind of took the nerves out of it for me, because people are always like, why don't you get nervous on stage? And I'm like, I think because it was embedded in me as a child that this is not about me.
That is
like, this moment isn't about me. This is about something bigger than just me, which I thank, because you run into people that get so terrified and have stage fright. And I'm like, oh, no, that's not for me.
No, we didn't have stage fright. We was pushed in the choir. But then it was something that I actually enjoyed. I began teaching the choir. I was
that's different. Not everybody's
12
a
years
teacher.
old teaching adults. And I remember one time my mama said, you got to watch how you talk to these adults. I said, listen, while I'm up, I'm the teacher. Then
you were setting fires.
Then afterwards, you know, but just because I was 12 don't mean you didn't have to respect that
you didn't have a voice.
Teaching. Which is weird, 12 years old teaching adults. But it's
that was a very different church than mine, yes.
I loved it, still do.
Oh my gosh, the adults in my church would be like, sit down, what are you doing?
Well, I'm sure mine were, but I bet they sounded good.
You're like,
they sounded amazing.
That's amazing. I am not that's a special thing to be able to teach. Like, I can do, but I'm not a teacher.
No, I would learn all the parts and then type out the lyrics. And I would print them out and pass them out to everybody so that you would know your part. And then I would go a little further. I would find a scripture that kind of lined up with the lyrics so you can kind of know why you're singing what you're singing.
At that age? My gosh,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna make it sound pretty. Like, I was like, yeah, that's amazing.
Well, and for me, at that age, we were singing so many songs that were so deep. And I was like, what is this? And when you know why you're singing something, it hits a little different.
I say this all the time on this show, especially to singers. A lot of people can sing, but not a lot of people can move you. And I hate when you hear someone sing something, and I know you're not supposed to use the word hate, but I hate it. I hate when you see someone singing something, and I'm like, you do not know what you are singing about. Not that I think you have to have some kind of tormented past or anything, but it's just like, tap into something. Like, tap into something. You know, that really bothers me. I didn't actually realize this, but you started out as a backup vocalist, and was it for Monica?
Yes.
I never knew that. That skipped my whole story of you.
1999, it was a short tour. And that's how I met the young ladies of Destiny's Child, the original
I did not know this.
group. Destiny's Child was the opening act. Yeah.
And that's how you met.
That's how I first met them. They were the opening act. Monica was headlining.
Oh,
so imagine the tables were turned.
Yeah.
Like Destiny's Child had a few songs out. Like again, they were the opening act, and that's how I got to lay my eyes on them for the first time.
Yeah.
And then we officially met a couple months later.
Yeah. What a crazy, I never knew that. And I've been a fan for so long, but I usually only know music. I don't know everybody's story. Yeah, because we grew up in a time that wasn't like Twitter. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know that. I just know what you did on a show, like an award show, you know, which is kind of magical, the mystery of it. I miss that a little bit.
That was me.
But that's amazing. Let's take a break for a couple commercials with the help of Connor.
Hi, Kelly and Michelle. I'm visiting the Big Apple all the way from Melbourne, Australia, and I had the chance to see Death Becomes Her the other day, and I cannot stop thinking about it. Michelle, we knew you could all sing, but not like this. All that, and you're a mental health advocate. No wonder why we all love you. Stay here. Kelly has more with Michelle right after this.
We are back with Michelle Williams. That was a look at her on stage in the new Broadway production of Death Becomes Her. I know you can sing. I've been following your career for years, but this is a different kind of thing, man. This is so good. That was amazing.
Thank you. Y'all, I heard her riff. You just
No, because I heard your riff, and I was like, she said,
come on.
it's so good.
Yes,
oh, my God. You must be having,
joy.
It's so hard to tell other people this, and I'm going off track again, but that thing that comes over you when you're on stage, and you know, some nights aren't all the same, right? Some nights you're like, oh, man, my voice, I'm having to work tonight. But, man, those nights when you don't have to work and it just flows and you're singing like that.
Come on.
Oh, that was so good. It's such a blessing.
Thank you.
It feels like superhero-ish. It feels like you're just like, oh my God, it feels like you're levitating. And that outfit, I would feel like I was about to save everyone.
Listen.
With my fashion.
That coat is 22 pounds.
No.
It's very heavy. No. And doing 8 shows a week, you would think that the voice would get tired. But it's building a muscle.
It is, yeah, like tour.
And so I'm like, why did I make those vocal choices? I gotta do this 8 shows a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is a grueling schedule, which I think I missed that opportunity in my 20s. I don't know that I'll ever do Broadway because of that schedule.
I don't know, Kelly. I think you should try it.
Well, I love singing, but that's a lot. That's a lot on your vocal cords, depending on the show, right?
I don't know. But you be singing on here. You can do it.
It's different. It's 2.5 minutes, ma'am. But my point is, though, is that you've toured the world. You've done all these things. You know, it's a different show every night. Even in that sense, it's a different show, even if you're doing the same show on Broadway, too, because everybody's emotions are different. You're in a different place. But I guess my question is, how different for you is that? Like, I grew up in musical theater, and I feel like there's some similarities, but there's something magical. I think you escape into a character, and it's a different vibe for you, right?
For me, some of the things that I've had to get used to. When you're a performer, as Kelly Clarkson, you can kind of command the stage and do what you want. Spotlight's gonna follow you wherever you want, unless there's some choreography and some little staging moments
that you have to be.
You have to. But Broadway, you must be on the number 2 when they tell you to be on 2, so that a light doesn't come and hit you in the head or something.
Now, if I knew that I was gonna look like this on number 2, I would never miss my mark. I would be like, is that the light where I'm gonna look like that?
Oh my gosh. Shout out to Paul Tazwell, our costume designer for Death Becomes Her. He's also the
Wicked.
For Wicked.
Yeah.
He's doing amazing things. He did my costumes. He did our costumes for the Color Purple musical. So he's been killing it. Him and his company him and the company Tricorn with Kathy and James. Love you guys.
They did a great job because it does get you in the. I mean, you put that on and you feel like you're the coolest one in the room.
Amazing. Yeah. It's custom made for you, and I just want to go to the pancake house with it on.
How many times you're gonna mention pancakes how much I love you. Pancakes or waffles?
I love pancakes.
If you have to choose.
Pancakes, girl.
I think
they need to be a little crispy on the edge.
Okay, no, I'm in. Yes, that's like a cookie. Crispy on the edge, gooey in the center.
Just a tinge.
Yes. So I want to tell everybody, though, it's like this movie, you know, it was such a huge thing in my childhood. It's one of my favorite movies. And it has such a cult following. But this is actually, it's a little different from the movie, right?
Well, everything that people love in the movie, it is in the show. I've got some people very close to me that are wondering, you know, is the hole in her belly? How are y'all gonna do that on stage?
Yeah.
And we do.
Yeah.
So just know that everything is just, the comedy, it's literally laugh out loud. I literally hear people laughing so loud in the audience, and it brings us joy to bring you joy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
And it's almost like this story, because it's so over the top, the movie. Like, it's so extra on purpose that it was, like, meant to be on Broadway.
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. I know Megan Hilty, I think.
Yeah, she was on here,
She mentioned, I heard her in an interview say that she thought that Death Becomes Her should be a musical, and here she is starring.
Yeah.
You know, as
it was
Madeline
almost
Ashton.
made for it, because it's so campy. It's so, yeah.
It's a master class, by the way, with Megan, Jennifer, and Chris every night.
Yeah.
I get to work with them.
Oh, it's such a gift. Yeah, you share a stage with people, you're like so proud to be on that stage
The
with.
whole ensemble, everybody, Torian and Josh Lamone, just all the dancers, just make you not want to eat pancakes with those outfits.
Yes.
You know. Can I get a pancake
extra
deal?
All right, we need another commercial break. If you're in New York, be sure to go see Death Becomes Her at the Lunch Fontaine Theater.